One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jayhawks will put toe to leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Gray. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Utes can really attack on this second and short. Right back to it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball.
Oh, it's a fake. And the fake works if he can get the first. And he'll run out of bounds, but he looks short. I think he misjudged the line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand.
Here we go. Do the show.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Rams in with the stiff arm. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're going to run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Right on the money. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game. And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Takes the easy completion. Inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Fights off the defender and runs through another guy. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Kansas, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do. There he goes! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Thurman. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good.
Kansas, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Parker. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Calls his own number. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Utes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now they'll run the draw. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lost it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Thurman. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, give on the inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Good enough.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. He'll take it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Daniels. Unloads it downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Gray. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets it oh so close to the first down mark. But I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Utes will send out the punt unit. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field.
Ready? Break. Double. Blue side in.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Push down for the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how... Trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Using the quick game.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Dampier. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. The short hands, it's Cook.
And when you're trailing by a couple of possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments. And they have made this.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
In this situation of the game, it's so hard for the offense to throw it because you're trailing by a lot, so the defense knows you're throwing it. They've got all these extra DBs out there, little fast guys that can break on the football. The windows are so small to throw into, and that's what happened on that last play. Nice job getting the INT.
Here's the handoff. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Hard running there. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Cook. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. The sneak scores it.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the move. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Utah 31, Kansas 20.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.